Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a quick trip down to Tampa to visit some family, and I'm back. All right, so today is Monday, October 21st. The message for today is the tower moments in your life were not meant to destroy you. They were there to assist in breaking down outdated ways of doing things in your life. What looked like a complete and total loss was designed to help you learn how to slow down and really tune into what your mind, body, and soul need in each moment. You have experienced much loss and had to choose yourself and learn how to fill your cup first. This has come at the expense of walking away from both toxic and also some healthy relationships so that you can find balance, learn to be self-sufficient, and surrender to the universe at times. The heartbreak you've experienced and the trauma that has been brought up to be healed is what has brought you to a place of independence and allowed you to surrender to the universe so that co-creation can be possible. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of the best era of your life. Okay, so this is a great message here. It's nice to get a positive message, to be able to kind of dig into some of the light within the darkness, if you will. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and see what the cards have to say and talk about this a little bit. All right. It's not as cold outside as I'm dressed for. I just had the hoodie on, but then the beanie matched, so I decided to put it on too. All right, the first card out is Ocean of Eternal Love, Healing, Creativity, and Fertility. Okay. We're going to get a couple more, and then we'll get some clarifiers to really dig into this a little bit. First thing that I'm getting here with fertility is feminine energy. This could be related to actual fertility. This could be related to motherhood wounds. This could be related to generational patterns and traumas that come from the mother's side of your family, mother's lineage. Okay. It's something about healing the feminine or mother side. All right, rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution. All right, so we've got something about emotions and also the throat chakra. We've got Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, reflection. Okay, I just said that about emotions. There's a lot of blue in these cards, all three of these cards here. All right. So first thing that came to mind was emotion. Second thing that came to mind was throat chakra. Okay, so this could be about using your voice to express your emotions. And then the last card out here was the start of something new. Okay, so this is about healing something to do with emotions and how you express them. Bottom of the deck is Lord Ganesh, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. Okay, this is I've got my little Lord Ganesh here. This is, I've gotten readings of my own several times, and he comes up quite a bit. So this could be a spirit guide that you might want to do some research on, do some work with. All right. Got Justice. Got the Nine of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Cups. Okay, so what this is about here is, the download that I got was that all of these tower moments that you've been through have been what have led to you finding your independence and being self-sufficient. So what this is healing the feminine the emotions, how to express those emotions in a healthy manner, and finding the balance between, we've got head and heart here, but this is the King of Cups. Okay, so the King of Cups is in control of his emotions. Okay, this is about using your voice to express yourself in an authentic way. All right. Some of the hardships that you went through could be karma, either from a past life, from your lineage, whatever the case is. And within those hardships that you came across, you were healing this part of you. Okay, specific to emotions. All right, we've got the Two of Pentacles here. Okay, this is about all about balance. This is coming out under rising above. Okay, clarity, freedom, solution. So this could be about finding balance within extremes of emotions. Adapting to different environments that you might be in or find yourself in. Maybe learning how to be like a voice of reason. And then we've got the Chariot. Okay. So once you've found balance within your emotions, within yourself, you're able to now move forward and help other people with this. Okay. It might benefit you to do some throat chakra meditations, work with lapis lazuli. We've got the Emperor and the Six of Wands, okay? And this is coming out under Flame Tree, the start of something new. So you could very much be coming into your Emperor energy, your take charge, action-oriented energy here, okay? You may have needed to heal something within your feminine side to be able to then take action as the Emperor within you, okay? Um, there's something here about the sacral energy. Okay, something you did here, some healing that you did here emotionally is healing and like activating your sacral energy. Okay, your sacral energy is about creativity, sexuality, and then bottom of the deck we've got the Lovers. Okay. Twin flame, balance, spiritual love. All right, but this I'm very much seeing as this is all within yourself. This is finding that balance between divine feminine, divine masculine, emperor, empress within yourself. Okay. There was something on the something to do with emotions and expressing them that was almost like working as a blockage, but whatever may have happened recently or even over the last few years or whatever the case is, some of these tower moments were meant to help you heal this part of you. That is too many. All right, we've got stay wild. And then we've got August girl, the fire of a lioness, the heart of a hippie, the mouth of a sailor. Okay. All right. Some of you could be Leos. Some of you could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. Some of you could have Leo placements in your chart. But this is very much about your Queen of Wands energy. With mouth of a sailor coming out, heart of a hippie, mouth of a sailor. I could see where with, and fire of a lioness, you know, there's a lot going on there. That's very strong personalities all within one person. Okay, those are qualities. So this could be something about finding balance between what your heart desires and what comes out of your mouth. Okay, this is not for all of you, but this is what is coming up here. This definitely could be about thinking before you speak, okay? Or taming some of what you say, how you say it, perhaps. I know this has been a challenge for me, okay? So I am not taking digs at anybody here. I'm just speaking the message, and I will take full responsibility. I have had a mouth of a sailor, and it is something I'm working on. All right, we've got you and me. We got this. Worth the wait, okay? So there could definitely be a relationship here if you are a twin flame. With it saying worth the wait here, this could, you know, if you're working on yourself, you're balancing your energies. Your twin's doing the same thing, okay? So I think the message here, and I was led when I pulled out the decks that I know this was a personal read, like, but I was led to talk about the other person that could potentially be here. I could feel that energy, so we are going to pull some cards on that, and that energy is also coming out here, okay? So if you're working on yourself, there is somebody else who's also working on themselves right now. We've got keep your butt in the sky. Time will show. Cute. All right, this is coming out under stay wild. So there might be a need to have some fun right now. Take a lighthearted approach with worth the wait and time will show coming out. You know, there might just be a need to really enjoy the moment, enjoy yourself as you're finding balance here, enjoy who you're becoming. All right, we've got some girls are just born with hippie souls. Something about May here. Something could have happened in May. You could be a Taurus or Gemini. You could like to travel. Okay. You could like to be out in nature. Okay. Have a close relationship with Mother Earth. And then we've got you. Fluff you fluff and fluff. Woo wee. And I don't sew, or I sew so I don't choke people. Save a life, send fabric. Oh my goodness. All right, we've got November here. This could be Scorpio or Sagittarius. Definitely the cat has, well, I don't know, it could be a Scorpio or a Sag look, but this is coming out under you and me. We got this, worth the wait. Okay, so this could be speaking on there being some major issues here. Okay, we were talking about taming what comes out of your mouth, perhaps. I'm not saying that this is related to this person, okay? If this is your twin, it might not be related to this person. It could be related to things that are going on outside of this connection, okay, that make you feel like, hey, I'm about to lose it, or, you know, I better find something else to do before I hurt somebody. That's so funny. That cat, both of those cats are not playing either. Like the same cat, right? He's like, about to lose it for real. And it's like, all right, I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to sew something, but look at my face. This is the same face that would typically lose it. Again, with the blue here, emotions, throat chakra, taming what you say, taming your emotions. Bottom of the deck, sometimes you just have to put on the hat to remind them who they are dealing with. Okay. All right. So she's got her face turned away. Okay. So the feeling I'm getting here is not like an avoidance per se. It's a conscious decision to not engage with whatever's making you feel this type of way, and instead showing them, okay, with your actions that you are, you know, you are this person, okay? You don't have to use the mouth of the sailor to show them that, hey, I've got the fire of a lioness, heart of a hippie, and the mouth of a sailor. I'm just going to show you with my actions. Bottom it says, don't wait, okay? All right, so there's something here about, holding back maybe on communication with people who make you feel some type of way like that cat did or does. And instead, showing with your actions that you are who you say you are, that you are who you know you are, that you have the power within you that you've been working on, that you've been doing the healing. You don't have to use your words. You don't have to prove it necessarily to anybody. All right, we've got a tidy house, clarity, and organization. This is card 1 in this deck. You could be a life path 1. You could be doing something at home right now. All right, this card says, if your emotional world feels messy and unruly and you can't seem to get it clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and the energy of the objects you surround yourself with. Basically, everything in your surroundings. Now is a time for an inventory and full clearing of your environment. Ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at this time. Clear and unambiguous communication is key. You may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. This is a good thing. Otherwise, you might stay in these relationships too long out of a sense of obligation and social courtesy when in truth there's nothing holding you together. Be impeccable with your word, say what you mean, and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. If you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. That said, right now, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there is a release of energy to begin new things, to enjoy life, and to know with certainty that you are on the right path. Okay, that's a very powerful message. So you may find yourself in a situation where you need to let go of some relationships that you might not want to let go of. Okay? It's easier to let go of relationships that we're ready to let go of. But the feeling I'm getting when I'm looking at this is that there might be some relationships that you don't want to necessarily let go of, that need to be let go of in order to move forward with this clean house, okay? You've got like 2 real nice houses back here. And for some of you, this has something to do with family, okay? With the house being here, with the roots being all over the trees, the roots being all over there. They look like roots of trees. And then also with me getting the feeling here that these could be relationships that you don't necessarily want to get rid of. I think for some of you, not all of you, these are going to be familial relationships, okay? So if that's something that you have to be faced with, the message there was that it doesn't necessarily matter what other people's opinions are of it. That might be necessary during this time for you and for the betterment of you. All right, you would know your situation. You would know who you might need to cut ties with, and if that has anything to do with your family or not. I'm just saying that's kind of the feeling I was getting, at least for somebody here. All right, I want to look quickly into this worth the wait relationship, because there is the energy of another person who is your person who you are going to come into union with. Okay, you could definitely be in separation with this person right now. If you're focused on working on yourself, healing these emotional wounds or past traumas, past karma, whatever it is inside of you, this person's also working on themselves. Okay, so keep the faith with that. Don't lose hope. Don't feel the right person. If you're doing the inner work, that other person's doing the inner work. You don't necessarily have to know who that person is. Some of you might know, some of you might not know, but stay confident in the fact that they're also doing the inner work, because you're not going to come into union with someone that's at a lower vibration, somebody who's not willing to do the work. All right, so let's look into this other person in this relationship here. We've got honest communication. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. Okay. So this could be coming up soon for some of you. And there's a need to, and you know what, with all those cards coming out before, this conversation could have been halted by the universe, specifically so you could heal these things first. Okay, there could have been something here where it was like a protection that was keeping you from sabotaging this relationship, especially if there were already rough waters there or the potential for there to be. You may have needed to go into hermit mode or be redirected in another area of life in order to work on those before you can have communication with this person. Okay, you don't want to come back into connection with this person without being able to set a solid foundation if this is somebody who you've already dealt with. If it's not somebody who you've already dealt with, then just keep this in mind. Keep this in mind as you meet people. All right, responsibilities. Romance interrupted. Duties come first. This could be you, the other person, both of you. Okay, you could be single parents. You could have a heavy workload. You could have issues going on that just need your attention right now. We've got holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Okay, so there might be a need when the two of you come back together to get away together. And then love language affirmations. Loving words hold great power. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck, self-love. Love yourself first. Okay. So we talked about filling your cup first so that you can love other people the way they deserve to be loved. All right, what else about this relationship here? Got old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay, this was actually something I said in the download that I got. What did I say? Because I know sometimes when I look at a card like this, like outdated thinking, in my head, I'm always thinking of the other person, okay? Because I don't know. No one really wants to admit sometimes that they're the problem or part of the problem, because that's not fun. That's like the hardest part of healing, is admitting your own faults and where you can grow. At least for me. I mean, it's not always fun, but anyway, what I was going to say is when I pull outdated thinking, I'm thinking like, well, I've got like this real, open mind, and there's nothing that I am outdated thinking. But honestly, when I started writing, I wrote down, the first thing I wrote down was the tower moments in your life were not meant to destroy you. They were there to assist in breaking down outdated ways of doing things in your life. Okay, so outdated thinking doesn't necessarily have to mean like, old traditional ways or something like that. It could just be repeated patterns that happen over and over and over. Okay, things that are ingrained into you from a very early age. They're outdated. It's time to move on from them, okay? I think that's what this is getting at here. And this has something to do with the way that you communicate. All right. There's very much something here about emotions and communication. There might be a way that you communicated before that's not going to work moving forward. Okay. Got self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Okay. So you were redirected in order to do some shadow work, to appreciate yourself, to work on your worth. Okay. To not beat yourself up over the fact that we all have shadow work that we have to work on. It's an ongoing process for all of us. All right, we've got addiction, codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. Okay, some of you could have been battling with addiction in some way and may need to let go of that if you haven't already. If it's not addiction with like a substance, it could be just like addictive behaviors, okay? Things that you see yourself doing over and over again that you know you just need to stop. Okay, and this might be something to think about continuing to work on, or something that could come up in the future, okay? Not sure what that is for everybody. It's different for everyone. I mean, there's the chains here, something kind of just holding you back a little bit. Okay, just be thinking about what that might be in your life. We've got Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. Beautiful. This is coming out under love language affirmations. Somebody wants to talk to you. Someone has something sweet to say to you. Bottom of the deck, love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Okay, so this is coming in soon. When? I don't know, but soon. Maybe letting go of control of when that comes in. That could be a chain that's holding some of you back. All right, obsessing over when is this coming in. That might be something that you need to let go of. All right, we've got Eight of Pentacles, classic Rider-Waite here. Okay, you could be working on something right now. Oh boy, got the Tower. Not always a bad thing, but there's something here about divine intervention and work. Okay, let's see what this might be. Three of Pentacles. Okay, you could be currently working with somebody and this could come to an end. There could be some kind of divine intervention at your job. There could be a job offer coming in. Somebody who wants to work with you. Equal give and take here with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, someone might want to give you a job offer. That might be what's coming in. Towers don't always have to be bad towers. It's divine intervention. Can be chaos and destruction. Okay, so you could be currently working at a job right now where there's not equal give and take, and looking for something that does offer that. We've got the Page of Cups here. All right, so there may be a need to express yourself creatively. Got the Magician. All right, and then we've got the Three of Swords, and we've got the Chariot. All right, and then we've got the Empress and the Emperor. Oh my goodness, how cute. Okay, the feeling I'm getting here is that let me just see if I can get a direct clarifier on the Tower, and then I'll tell you what I'm feeling. Justice. Okay. All right. This is not a bad tower. This is a good tower. So the feeling I'm getting here, and then you've got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? The feeling I'm getting with these cards coming out is that everything that you went through here, or in the past 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, your entire life, whatever it is, all these tower moments came in to help you get this tower moment of justice that's about to come in for you. This is going to be you and your counterpart coming together, okay? After healing yourselves, after healing your heartbreak, after healing your wounds, you guys are going to come together. You're going to work on a creative project, and it's going to be equal give and take. It's going to lead to your wish fulfillment. All right? Keep an eye out for people who might want to distract you, make you miss this opportunity. Stay on course. All right? You've got so much good coming in right now. Do not let anybody take this from you. All right, we've got the Muse. The Muse. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, can receive exceptional energy now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit muses and let them join you and the creator within to lift your project up to the skies. Amazing. Okay, so if there's something you've been working on that you had to put a pause to, now's a really good time to pick back up with it. All right, or it's time to start a new project. With the Page of Cups, and then the I don't know the order it was in, but it was like Page of Cups and all this work related stuff, and then you had the Three of Swords, the Chariot, the Emperor, the Empress. What was I going to say? Because I was just looking at this photo. There was something that stood out to me in this. I can't remember now. I lost my train of thought. But, oh, what I was going to say is this creative project could be very much related to heartbreak that you went through. Okay? So, all of those tower moments that you had, this creative project that you're working on, whether it's by yourself or with somebody else, doesn't necessarily matter. It could be related to the things that you've been through. Okay? That's what I was going to say. If you have emotions that are related to things, past relationships, relationships that you've had to let go of, childhood memories, anything that is related to these emotions that you needed to find balance within yourself to handle moving forward, handle yourself in a healthy way moving forward. Whatever those things are that made you feel like that cat, okay? That you kind of wanted to go off on that cat. Those could be the things that are like the subject of the projects that you're working on. That's what I was getting at here. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. Okay, so we've got Ishtar, and then I'm not sure how to say this other one. I don't want to ruin anyone's names. She's beautiful. I'm sure she's a lovely divine master, and I just don't want to screw it up. Okay, this is the name right here. You want to know how to spell it? All right, so Ishtar, inner learnings, follow your heart, truth prevails. These might be a couple divine masters that you'd like to look into. Yeah, I don't want to say it. Transcending fear. Facing fears leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. Okay, well, yeah, I'm afraid to say it, so I'm going to go for it. Vajrayogini. I'm probably wrong, but that's okay. That's all right. Okay, let me read a little bit about these two. Ishtar. All right, Ishtar. Ishtar, whose name means the precious, is the East Semitic, Akkadian, Assyrian, and Babylonian goddess of love and war. She was known as Inanna by the Sumerians and Astarte by the North Semitic peoples. She had many names and many faces. As long ago as 4000 BCE, she was acknowledged as the Queen of Heaven, protector of the cosmos, and instigator of truth. She was often depicted with 6 and 8 pointed stars, which are originally general symbols of the heavens, but in the old Babylonian period, she became associated with Venus, the planet of love and desire. Many people have been challenged by the fact that Ishtar is linked to both love and war. From my own impressions of the energy she represents, I believe she helps us connect with the root energy of desire, including the desire to fight for what we believe in. When she appears, only the truth can prevail. Your message. Information is being revealed to you, and it's important to listen, especially as there's a good chance it will bring a war between your head and heart. Okay, that came out earlier too. You're being guided to listen to your heart, the part of you that makes decisions based on what feels best rather than what makes sense. You may have to take a decision that makes you feel you're losing out, but in fact will lead to a feeling of finding treasure or even feeling treasured. You are being encouraged to seek the truth now, even if it is challenging or difficult. It's important to honor it. The truth will always prevail, whether it be now or in the future. You are being guided to save yourself emotional strain and also time by allowing what needs to be shared, said, felt, and communicated in order to be more connected to your heart and ultimately for the highest good of all. Okay? So if you may have something, I'm glad I read this. If you have something challenging that may be coming up, the advice is to listen to your heart. Okay? Stay out of your head. Don't over reason too much. Listen to what your heart's telling you. All right, we're going to read about this other one too, transcending fear. All right. Vajrayogini is a tantric deity acknowledged in both Buddhism and Hinduism who represents the path to feminine Buddhahood. Vajra, okay, so this is Vajrayogini. Vajra means thunderbolt, and Yogini is a female achieving the state of yoga, which is the union of mind, body, and soul. Vajrayogini is a Dakini, which is Sanskrit for sky dancer, a powerful supernatural being who is a fearless and also at times wrathful in her mission to bring enlightenment to the earth. She has actually been described as semi-wrathful because her presence is sharp and fearless. From a spiritual perspective, oh man, I almost had it here because it showed me. Vajrayogini can help us move into a space of awareness and enlightenment. When she comes to you, she will lead you along the path to knowing yourself better. And since this is a less traveled path, there will be many encounters with your fears along the way. You would never know what it is like to be fearless if you hadn't encountered fear. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and see it for what it is. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is conditioned to be scared by the prospect of fear, and so when fear appears, it can send us running when in fact it's an invitation to arrive. Your fears are appearing now because you're on the verge of a miracle. You have a real opportunity to know yourself better than ever. When you finally face your fears, they will no longer have power over you. When they have left you, though, there's a good chance that you may feel energetically drained or empty. This isn't because something is missing, but because your fears have been taking up too much space. This is an opportunity for you to call love, miracles, and anything else you need into this space. You are learning to use your power and are being given the courage to embrace who you truly are. Freedom is within sight. That's amazing. Okay, to me, that sounds like you have had some fears that you've overcome. All right. And that's going to be, very helpful moving into this next cycle. So if you're feeling tired or drained, it says it's an opportunity for you to call love, miracles, and anything else you need into this space. Okay. So now's a good time to manifest that space that, or whatever was unhealthy, now that you've created room to bring in healthy things, it's a good time to manifest those things in. All right. What a great message. Okay, so this is all good stuff. I'm going to get, I feel like I did a lot of reading here, so I'm just going to get two closing messages, two quick closing messages, and that's going to be it. We're going to wrap this up. This is very much a message that I needed to hear today. And I hope you also enjoyed it. 1212, duality. Within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. Affirmation, I fully embrace who I am and allow change where it is needed. I trust the duality within me. Okay? And then one closing message, and that'll be it. All right. We've got appreciation. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. As I direct my thoughts towards all that is wonderful in my world, my troubles and worries lighten. With a full heart, I appreciate all that I have. Today, I accept what is as it is and choose to be satisfied. I express my loving thanks to the universe for the wealth that is mine. Okay? All right. So appreciation, gratitude, all of that. This sounds great. It sounds like a lot of you have really, really been mastering your self-worth. Or I said self-worth. I meant to say self-healing, shadow work, that kind of stuff. But I said self-worth. So there's something there, okay? Something about your worthiness. And something may have come up, or through these experiences, through these tower moments, you know who you are and you feel worthy of all the blessings that are getting ready to come into your life. So that's awesome. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I will see you during the next reading. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.